Hi, good day. My name is Carlos and welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, we're going to open up a pre-release pack. And on this video, I'm going to teach you how to create a deck out of it. Okay, so without any further ado, let's start now. Alright, so let's start now. So this is now the pre-release pack. So normally, whenever a new set of Magic will be released, normally a week before its official release, you'll be given a pre-release pack. So normally there will be a pre-release event that will give you this package, and then what will happen is that you're going to create a deck around it. So normally that's called a pre-release tournament. So sorry, I accidentally cut the carton, but anyway, so just to keep it simple, so each participant will be given this pre-release pack, and from there they're going to create a deck out of it. So normally I purchased this pre-release kit because normally it's much more less cheaper, because um, normally pre-release packs cost $30 each, but right now since that it's already been last year, actually this pack, or sorry, this set is already been last year, so it's cheaper now by $10. So you'll be given a dice as a freebie, and something like a special card, as you can see, that plastic foil. So there will be 6 packs. Alright, so you can see 6 packs, and then you're going to create a deck out of it. So it normally the event organizer will provide you the lands that you need, but there are some stores as well that request you to bring your own lands or mana base. So well, it depends on the organizer. Okay, so on this one, so we're going to create a deck out of these 6 packs. So in that way, we will see, okay, what are the deck that we can be using. So it provides you a dice, something like a special dice, and a promotional card. So normally these cards will be expensive as long as you don't remove them from this seal. So they're not that expensive. However, there is a rarity happen once that you didn't remove it, and it lasts for years and years and years. Normally it will cost you much more, and there is some promotional um, promotional catalog, I mean, sorry, I don't know, I just called it some additional flavor for the story. Anyway, so on this one, I'll give you a tip on how to create a sealed deck. So I'll give you now the acronym. So just to keep it simple, the acronym is bread. Literally the bread, the loaf of bread. Okay, the bread. you know so what does it mean, or what does it mean? So let's start now. So B first is for bomb. Okay, so bomb. It means that those are the cards that will let you win, okay, the game. Okay, so bombs are the one who will let you wins the game or finish off the games. That's why they are called bombs. So any card that you think that can finish off the game, that is considered a bomb. Okay, so even the common card that is literally no value, literally not even a cent, there's no value in it, not even a cent, but as you can see, there's a potential for that card to be a bomb on this card or on this deck. Choose it as well. So normally the creatures that are big, lots of abilities, capable of finishing off the game, so you're gonna feel it. So alright, so bomb, so that is the one who will finish off the game. And second, it'll be the R for removal. So removal means that any card that has something to do with destroying, exile, removing, or anything that would destroy the opponents, or you can quote unquote counter attack what your opponent will do, is considered a removal. Okay, so just to keep simple, so normally just just look for the keywords like remove, exile. So, well, I actually remove and exile the same now. Destroy effects, anything that will weaken your opponent's creatures or destroy enchantments, blah blah blah. All right. So just to keep it simple, anything that will has a keyword of it seems like you're destroying something, okay, on your opponent's side. Next would be E for evasion. So evasion means cards would have some direct can deal direct damage, no blocks or evasions. So normally creatures with flying, trample, and menace. So flying, trample, and menace are the cards that has an evasion. We will discuss it later on, okay? So evasion, so bread. A for aggro. So aggro means it's a early damage. So technically those are the light hitters. So they'll be the one who will attack first before the bombs came in. So normally, on war, normally light tanks are the one who will deal the damage first. Then they'll be finished off by the bombs. Okay. So A is for aggro. So and the last is D for dirt. Technically dirt, I have no idea what it means, but based on my experience in playing on pre-releases, normally dirt is something like mostly a additional, so not necessarily core to the deck, but you may use it something like a additional shenanigans, so it's up to you. So normally it's not they're just not they're just, but they're optional on the deck. If you want to make it spicier, you may add those dirt cards. Not necessarily they are useless, however, it's not that required. However, it added spice if you want. So no pressure. So just keep it. So so just how should I say? Just park it for a meantime, and let's see on the second round if you can make some shenanigans out of it. So normally, so you will create the deck out of this one. So not necessarily gonna use all the cards. So it's up to you now. So you're gonna filter it out by using the word bread. So not necessarily all colors. So well, it's up to you if you can make it, but mostly 2 colors are sufficient enough. Okay, so that's it. So for this one, I'm going to create now a deck that follows those bread acronym that I provided. Okay, so right now, so I'm just gonna skip this one. I'm just gonna create a deck and I'll show it to you now. Okay, so let's start. Right, so we have created now the pre-release deck using the concept of bread. So I didn't put the basic lands first because we're just going to focus on the acronym bread that we have discussed earlier. Okay, so this is now the deck, and I'll dissect it now for you. Okay, so let's start. So as you can see, these cards will be the bomb. So relatively, the one in the middle, the Dream Trawler, is the bomb of our deck. So literally, this card will be the one who will finish off the game. And as you can see, this creature has lots of abilities. So technically, flying, lifelink, so that's 2. And whenever you draw a card, 3rd. Whenever Dream Trawler attacks, draw a card and discard a card. So you can see those abilities. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the value, I mean, 1 card with 5 abilities. So that's the bomb. And the creatures on the left and the right, the Taranika Acroan Veteran and the Lagona Band Storyteller, they are the supporting cast of bombs. So there is a great synergy with them. So actually Taranika can be an aggro as well. However, it can be also a bomb. So technically Dream Trawler is the main bomb, and Taranika and the Lagona Band Storyteller will be our supporting bombs. Okay, so that is for the bombs. Okay, right, we are now on the removal part. So as you can see on the cards, it has an indication of destroying, exiling, making the creatures weak, countering it. So those will be our removal cards. Okay, so just to keep it simple, any card that has an indication that can defend or can delay your enemy or opponent, or you can destroy your opponent's creatures as well, or any indications that you will answer a threat of your opponent, that will be considered as a removal. So on those packs we have opened, these are the cards that are good for removal. Okay, so that's for the removal. So now we are now on the evasion, and on the theme of our deck, these are the creatures that has flying. So normally flying, trample, menace, and anything that has direct damage. So based on our pool, these are the evasion creatures. So as you can see, flying, flying, flying. So evasion, so no one can block them except creatures with flying as well. So as you can see, even the fisherman on the picture on the middle, the vexing gull, the fisherman has, his fish has been stolen or had been stolen, and the only thing that he do or did, the only thing that he do is just to swear, not even retaliating like throwing a stone. So this is now for the evasion. Okay, this is for evasion. Okay, so here are the aggros of our deck. So just to keep it simple, they are the early heaters. Okay, so that's the aggro means. So these creatures will be the one who will do the first attack. They'll be the one who will do the damages first before the bombs came in. So on our pool there are lots of aggro. So these are the best aggros of that pool. Okay, so these are the aggros. All right, we are now on the last part, so that will be the dirt. So normally these are the dirt qualified for the theme of our deck. So necessarily or not necessarily they are core to that deck. However, they can add spice on your deck. So normally you'll just have to keep it. So it's something like not necessarily a sideboard, but it just adds flavor to the deck. So it's up to you if you would put it on the second round or the second game. So for me, these cards are the dirt. Okay, so just to keep it simple, they are not that important on the deck. However, if you put them on that deck, it will add spice or shenanigans. So these are the dirt cards on that deck. Sorry. Okay, so there you have it. So that's the guide in creating a pre-release deck. Actually, it's a common practice now on pre-release events. Okay, so the bread thing. So those are the guides, and it's up to you now to apply it, or once that the pandemic is over and paper magic will be available again. So if there will be a pre-release event, just follow the bread rule and enjoy the game. Okay, so like and subscribe to my channel for further updates for anything that is MTG related and non-MTG related topics. Okay, so again, my name is Carlos, and have a great and wonderful day, and thanks for watching.